Breaking news: Duchess Meghan makes history again, as both her podcasts become award-winning masterpieces. The world once again rises in applause for Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, whose voice has become the anthem of empowerment, authenticity, and courage. The news broke like a sunrise over the horizon, warm, golden, and filled with meaning. Meghan's podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, has officially won the prestigious Signal Award for Business People and Entrepreneurs Shaping Culture, Gold. This achievement places her in a class of her own, a storyteller of strength and a builder of bridges. Her previous creation, Archetypes, had already captured hearts across continents, earning the People's Choice Award in 2022 and the Gracie Award in 2023. Now, with Confessions of a Female Founder, Meghan has not just built on her legacy, she has expanded it into a global symphony of women's voices, truth, and triumph. The Duchess of Sussex has proven once again that her words are not mere conversations, they are cultural moments. They move, they teach, they awaken. When Confessions of a Female Founder launched, it was more than just another podcast. It was a movement, a platform for women in business, leadership, and creativity to share their struggles, their dreams, and their realities. In a digital landscape crowded with noise, Meghan created calm. In a world filled with pretense, she offered truth. Listeners described her tone as soothing yet strong, her curiosity as intelligent yet empathetic, and her interviews as conversations that feel like healing. Every episode carried the weight of experience, not just from her guests, but from Meghan herself. As a woman who has lived under the world's microscope, she brought compassion into every question. She gave women, often silenced or overlooked, the space to be heard without interruption, without judgment, and without apology. The Signal Awards, which recognize excellence in podcasting across industries, genres, and voices, named Confessions of a Female Founder as the gold winner in the Business People and Entrepreneurs Shaping Culture category. This is not just a win for Meghan. It is a win for every woman who ever believed her story could matter, her ideas could thrive, and her voice could lead. In the same way that Archetypes explored how society labels women, Confessions of a Female Founder celebrates how women define themselves. Meghan has evolved from being a royal figure into a cultural architect, one who shapes the future not through crowns and titles, but through authenticity and connection. Fans, admirers, and global supporters poured in messages of joy and pride across social media. "She's done it again," one wrote. "Everything Meghan touches turns into gold, not because of luck, but because of purpose." Another message read, "When Meghan speaks, women listen. Not because she's a duchess, but because she's one of us, a woman who has faced storms and still chooses to build." These voices of admiration filled timelines and headlines alike, turning Meghan's achievement into a global celebration of resilience and grace. In winning the Signal Award, Meghan has achieved something extraordinary. Her podcast now sits alongside productions from industry titans such as NPR, The New York Times, and Spotify Originals. Yet Confessions of a Female Founder stands apart for one reason: its soul. Every episode carries Meghan's imprint, her warmth, her empathy, her relentless curiosity. She doesn't just interview, she connects. She listens as a woman who has been through her own trials, from navigating fame to carving independence, from motherhood to leadership. Each conversation becomes a reflection of her personal journey and her belief that every woman, no matter her background, deserves to be heard. Her work ethic is unmatched. Sources close to the project shared that Meghan spent countless hours researching, shaping, and refining each conversation. She approached her guests not as celebrities, but as fellow builders, women creating legacies through grit, grace, and vision. The result is a body of work that blends intellect and intimacy, proving that storytelling can change not only culture, but consciousness. Before Confessions of a Female Founder came the groundbreaking Archetypes, a podcast that challenged stereotypes about women, deconstructed the labels imposed upon them, and inspired millions to reclaim their narratives. When Archetypes won the People's Choice Award in 2022, it became clear that Meghan's voice had struck a nerve with audiences hungry for meaning. Then, in 2023, when the Gracie Award followed, it solidified her reputation as a creative powerhouse, one who blends intellect, empathy, and truth into her art. Through Archetypes, Meghan had conversations with icons like Serena Williams, Mariah Carey, Mindy Kaling, and others. Each dialogue revealed a different dimension of womanhood: ambition, motherhood, vulnerability, and resilience. Now, with Confessions of a Female Founder, Meghan has shifted her lens from identity to innovation, from how women are perceived to how they lead, from breaking stereotypes to building empires. The evolution is poetic. It's as if Archetypes was Meghan's heart, and Confessions of a Female Founder is her mind, both working in harmony to uplift and empower women everywhere. From California to Kenya, from London to Lagos, from Sydney to Sao Paulo, fans and fellow founders celebrated the Duchess's victory. The internet buzzed with tributes, fan art, and emotional messages. Entrepreneurs, podcasters, and creators credited Meghan for opening a door that many thought would remain closed. She made business conversations feel human, honest, and healing. She showed that success is not measured by perfection, but by passion and perseverance. Even business analysts praised her ability to merge storytelling with substance. One industry critic wrote, "What Meghan has done with Confessions of a Female Founder is rare. She has humanized entrepreneurship. She's made ambition emotional again. That is Meghan's magic. She doesn't lecture, she invites. She doesn't dominate, she shares. Her brand of leadership is not about hierarchy, but harmony. Behind the microphone is not just a duchess, but a mother, a visionary, and a woman who continues to define her own path." Those close to Meghan describe her as thoughtful, meticulous, and quietly powerful. She has built her creative career with grace, turning her personal experiences into platforms of connection. Every project she touches carries a purpose deeper than publicity. It's always about transformation, empowerment, and legacy. The Duchess once said, "When women tell their stories, they heal the world." Her award-winning journey proves she meant every word. The success of Confessions of a Female Founder is not just a media win, it's a cultural revolution. It signals the arrival of a new storytelling era, where women are not just subjects, but shapers. Through her Archewell audio projects, Meghan and Prince Harry continue to build content that elevates voices and redefines entertainment. Their mission has never been fame, it's impact. This latest award shows that the world is listening and responding with admiration. Meghan's creative direction continues to inspire production teams, female founders, and young women dreaming of leadership roles. As one commentator beautifully wrote, "When Meghan wins, women win. When she speaks, silence breaks. When she creates, culture shifts." With Confessions of a Female Founder crowned with gold, Meghan's influence reaches beyond the podcast charts. She is not merely shaping conversations, she is shaping the future. Her storytelling reminds the world that vulnerability is not weakness, and ambition is not arrogance. Her achievements affirm that grace and greatness can coexist. As the applause continues, one truth stands unshaken. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is not defined by her critics, her titles, or her past. She is defined by her purpose. And that purpose continues to glow brighter with every award, every conversation, every woman she uplifts. Meghan's dual triumph, Archetypes and Confessions of a Female Founder, stands as a testimony that authenticity still wins in a world of noise. Her words are more than dialogue, they are direction. Her tone is more than elegance, it's evolution. With her latest Signal Award, she has once again written her name not just in history books, but in the hearts of millions who see her as a symbol of courage and change. So tonight, the world raises a glass, not just to celebrate a win, but to honour a woman who has turned her voice into a legacy. Congratulations, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. The world is listening and loving every word. In the wake of this milestone, the love surrounding Meghan continues to multiply. Supporters describe her as a woman of resilience, intelligence, and unshakable grace. Her fans speak not merely of admiration, but of gratitude. Gratitude that she exists as proof that kindness can be powerful, that intelligence can be warm, and that leadership can be compassionate. Around the globe, people replay her words, quote her reflections, and share her stories as sources of inspiration. There is something magnetic about Meghan's presence. When she speaks, she doesn't just fill the room, she fills hearts. Her sincerity radiates through her storytelling. She doesn't chase trends, she sets them. She doesn't mimic culture, she shapes it. Her podcasts, now both award-winning, represent far more than success in media. They represent transformation. They show that a woman who dares to speak her truth can reshape the global narrative of what it means to lead, to create, and to be heard. Her triumph has inspired countless creators to begin their own journeys. Across platforms, young women cite Meghan as their motivation to start their businesses, record their own podcasts, or write their own stories. She has, through her work, reminded the world that storytelling is power, and that power used for good can move mountains. Even as the celebration continues, Meghan remains humble. Those close to her say she received the news with quiet joy, grateful for her team and her listeners. For her, these awards are not trophies, but testaments to teamwork and trust, to the countless women who shared their experiences on her platform, and to every listener who believed that honesty deserves recognition. The Duchess has once again proven that her influence is not fleeting, it is foundational. She stands as a voice of modern change, compassion, and leadership. She continues to redefine what success means, not just for women, but for the world. And through it all, she remains exactly who she has always been, a woman devoted to making a difference. The world may try to define Meghan by headlines, but history will define her by her impact. Her story, her voice, and her vision have now joined the ranks of the most celebrated in modern media. With both Archetypes and Confessions of a Female Founder crowned in gold, Meghan's era of influence has only just begun. Her journey is no longer just about royal titles. It's about real triumphs. It's about a woman who turned trials into transformation and silence into storytelling. And as her voice continues to echo across platforms, one thing is clear. Meghan's legacy will not fade. It will flourish, inspire, and live on in the millions of hearts she has touched, one word at a time.
The submission itself sounds nice. And to my amazing and peculiar Sussex family, thank you all for watching our videos and tuning in to Daily Diaries Friday's update. Keep it light, keep it there, and see you next time in our next episode. Bye bye. May you have a good day and a good time. Keep shining. Bye bye.